Reddit by Reddit recap. What's something men do to impress women that actually impresses women? Communication. If you don't want to go out or do something, just let me know. If you don't like something, just tell me. I won't judge you, I won't get mad, but I can't read your mind. Having a house or apartment they independently maintain and keep clean. I'm always self-conscious about my apartment. I have old ugly furniture. I can't afford a lot of decor. And I hate deep cleaning. But at the same time, most girls I've had over seem mildly impressed that I don't live in total squalor, so I guess it's all relative. Good hygiene. Not being a nice guy and overly sexual. Actually see the person as an equal and not just a woman to talk to and hope to get into a relationship with. Being kind and considerate and confident. Wait, this is something that men do already? Showing off their physical strength by, say, doing a flagpole or gymnastics or something similar. Listening to what I'm saying and retaining it for later. If I mention something in passing and 2 weeks later the topic comes back up and he still remembers exactly what I said to start there and build from it, that's a panty dropper. I always do stupid stuff to pretend to impress my girlfriend and make a big deal about it, and she just playfully rolls her eyes, but last week I flipped an omelette perfectly while mid-conversation and it's the first time I've seen her look genuinely impressed in our 4 years together. Just being an adult. My first relationship coming out of a 10-year relationship was so refreshing because the guy had his together in every way. My ex was financially secure, but I had to act like his mother in most other areas. A man should know how to cook, organize his home, clean, etc. It's funny, I don't do it to impress, but my wife is impressed by my abilities when it comes to tying down loads in the truck and on any trailers we've used, and my tetrizing skills for loading things impress her. We've seen an awful lot of vehicles with spilled loads throughout the years. There are a disproportionate number of pickup trucks on the roads here, but few people actually seem to have real straps, so lots of lost loads. Smelling nice. It shows they care, and also they smell nice. Grain of salt here. Some women are sensitive to colognes and scented things. Do not overdo this. It's a huge turn off if a guy smells like he works at the fragrance counter. Take an interest in them and try to learn more about their areas of interest. Too often, people try to impress others with the brag-a-ton method, but in reality, it's much better to make others feel like they are interesting, too. Lady here, and it always impressed me when a guy shows a capacity to change his mind about something when given evidence and reasoning. I've met so many guys who think it's impressive to win a debate. Don't get me wrong. If they do so with solid reasoning, I'm fairly impressed. But the guy who hears my or someone else's argument about something, genuinely considers it, and changes his mind if he suddenly sees things in a new light, so rare and so impressive. Make a decision. Make a plan. Don't come to me with, hey, do you want to get some food after I just worked a 12-hour day, and then expect me to be the one to decide where and when and how we get there. Come to me with, hey, do you want to go get tacos at that place down the street? The I don't care. Whatever you want game is exhausting. Just make a choice. I'm not the exclusive couple cruise director. Chop wood with an axe. I chopped a few pieces for a fire while my girlfriend sat with my family. When I sat back down, she whispered, I didn't know you could do that. Sex happened a lot in the few days following. Yes, the wood. My boyfriend was chopping wood for our upcoming camping trip and it was really hot to watch. Then later, while cutting up some big pieces at the campsite, I watched as some women passing by stopped their casual stroll to watch him chop wood like it was a Diet Coke commercial. That was hot too. My advice is make sure you know how to chop wood first and don't be cocky about it, boys. I have an old junk truck and it sometimes doesn't start when I hit the key. Well, I had a woman in the truck and it wouldn't start, so I grabbed my screwdriver, popped the hood and jumped the terminals on the starter solenoid and the truck fired right up. She acted like I just discovered fire. Definitely wasn't trying to impress her, but she was definitely impressed. According to my girlfriend being funny, I'm a very average looking person. My hair's not great. I have no muscle and my girlfriend is objectively a very beautiful girl. She said that me being nice got her to go out with me, but me being able to make her laugh consistently is what made her fall in love. Surprise flowers. It's unexpected, brightens my day and house, and immediately puts me in a great mood, no matter how my day was. A nice cocktail or glass of wine to go with gets bonus points. Help little old ladies. No joke. First snowstorm I was dating the mister, and still kinda sorta on the fence still, as it was about a few weeks in. We pulled into his driveway and noticed a little old lady trying to fix her wiper that had broken off. Without batting an eye, he gets out, walks over, fixes it and comes back. Sealed the deal. Such a hunk. I got laid once because a girl saw me changing an old-ish, late 50s early 60s man's tire on the street. Make her smile. Now listen, my mom's only advice about women to me when I was a teen was always find out what makes the woman you like smile. I know it sounds dumb as teen, but now as a 40-year-old man, that advice is solid AF and has not wavered. What's great is that the formula works. See, if you have a shallow woman who just like material things, then money and like that will make her smile. If you have a woman that enjoys a simple hug and a kiss, that will make her smile. If you have a woman that enjoys lots of sex, then that will make her smile. So what better way to impress a woman than to get to know her and find out what makes her smile? Also, it is the test to see if you are compatible. Then you do your best to always put that smile on her face, and if you do that better than any other man, she's yours forever. Remember, most of the time you forget a person's actions, but you never forget how they made you feel. Kindness. My mum always said you can tell a lot about a man by how he treats animals. I extend this also to how he treats waitstaff at restaurants, curious children at the mall, crying babies in enclosed spaces. It's kindness to others that I feel impresses me the most. I know you can be kind to me. You want in my pants. Being kind to those around him is more impressive in my book. When we were dating, my wife was impressed that I would always call when I said I would call. I generally do the things I say I am going to do. That alone put me leagues ahead of a lot of other guys. When dudes fix things, are nice to kids, the elderly, help animals, or speak intelligently with passion about a subject, sploosh. I always feel like when I'm in the yard doing man stuff like mowing the lawn and chopping wood that it impresses my wife. I'm probably wrong though. Watching a guy get excited when they learn that we have the same interest in something they really like. Apparently banging your chest and screaming only works for gorillas. Treating his mother or sister or close female relative well and with respect gives a really good impression. Emo. I think the parents of every GF I've ever had liked me more than my actual GF at the time, especially the dads. I showed up at a good female friend's house one time, never have and never will date, and she was like, "Are we all hanging out tonight?" And I had to explain to her that her dad invited me over to drink scotch, smoke cigars, and play poker with him and his friends. Remember something I said in passing, never ceases to amaze me and make me feel all giddy inside when a guy shows they were genuinely listening. Tease them. Be playful. Don't seem overly concerned with being nice. Be respectful, obviously, but women tend to be turned off when they feel they are being placed on a pedestal. I remember being at a party when I was a teenager. There was a mix of boys and girls there. I am male, and there was this one girl there who had moved to our school recently, and I thought she was kind of interesting and I had kind of a mini crush on her. Let's call her Cassie. There were a bunch of us, Cassie, me, and some others, who were having a conversation about different albums and the songs on them. I mentioned that I preferred side 1 of a certain album, and Cassie said, "Really? I think side 2 is better." I remember noticing something in that moment. I remember realizing, inside my own head, it's kind of good that we disagree. I don't mean that it was necessary for us to disagree, but I remember realizing that mild disagreement or mild conflict is an obvious source of conversation. If Cassie saying she preferred side 2 caused me to instantly change my mind and say, "Oh yeah, me too. I also like side 2, that would look weird. It would look like I was trying too hard to please her. The lesson is not if you disagree with a woman, You will get a date. The lesson is, don't be afraid to disagree with a woman, especially if it's just about something like taste in music. Out of some vague desire to say yes to her, be your own person with your own opinions. She might agree with some of your opinions and disagree with others. Be solid in who you are. Best comment of the day. Be funny. Be rich. B/C she's really interested in you and not what you have. Have a house. Paid off at 20. Have a car. Have a job, but not just any job. You must make lots of money. Be handsome, even when she isn't. Be 6 feet tall, minimum. Be fit, even when she isn't. Take the initiative, but be not creepy. See handsome. Solve problems, except when she just needs you to listen. Be a mind reader, so you can tell the difference. Be a better cook than a 5-star restaurant chef. Be 5 standard deviations away from the mean, so that you're better than 99.99999% of everyone else at everything. Don't be average. B/C 80% of men are below average. Actual female results of Tinder survey. Treat her like a princess, even if she acts like a bee. Forgive everything she does, even if it's unforgivable, etc. Sure, I'm missing 1 or 2 things here.